And welcome back to another week of the Sabrina and Ben Realist. This is your first time joining us. Thanks so much. You need a special hotline for you to get a phone call to us and ask some tough questions related to buying a home, related to selling your home, related to mortgage questions, and mortgage questions every day. We're going to talk about that. Such a huge show today. I mean, obviously, we know someone. So if you have your questions, 423-8009. That's 423-800-8949. Obviously, the show is brought to you by Great Mortgage. Home Rate Mortgage is a mortgage company started in Chattanooga, now all across the Southeast region. We've grown tremendously. We did $250 million in 2016, and we're not going to stop growing. We have a lot to give. Our clients need help. The mortgage industry is a tough industry. Clients go many places, hundreds and hundreds of choices. I find that we get a lot of clients that have called Home Rate Mortgage simply because they're having a bad experience somewhere else. And that's one of the reasons I do a radio show. I want to make sure that the world knows that they, for example, national mortgage companies. If you've used a national mortgage, but used a national mortgage in your television and they are telling you, they're telling you space, and I think they typically and then I beat them every time. So there's no reason to send Michigan and to whoever knows where out in the world that this money goes. Keep it local, folks. We have to grow our local community to be successful, and obviously our success at Home Rate Mortgage has been because we've done a great job. And $250 million of loans in 2016 is it's exceptional. It's more than I could ever imagine. I had no idea that I'd be at this point in my career doing $250 million. That's thousands of loans a year, y'all. And I got to thank you. I got to thank you, the listener. I got to thank you, the client. I got to thank you, the real estate agent. And I got to thank you, the loan officers and the fine people that work at Home Rate Mortgage. You can reach us at 805-9100. That's 423-805-9100. If you're listening to this broadcast in California, Colorado, Texas, Illinois, Michigan, Virginia, if you're listening out there live, then here's what I'd like you to do. You can call us toll free for a mortgage loan at 844-805-9100. That's 844-805-9100. If you notice, that phone number is exactly the same. And the coolest thing ever happens right now. I get to announce for the first time that you can get our Mortgage Center, our Home Rate Mortgage Center app, which gives you not only live interest rates from one of our government enterprise entities called Fannie and Freddie Mac. And basically, we have live rates for conventional 30-year, 15-year on our app, so you can watch the interest rates. Here's the cool part, though. That's not all. Most mortgage centers, they want to get you on. They want to show you this one little nugget or whatever. Here's what Home Rate Mortgage does. We also give you an incredible mortgage calculator that is a 3-part calculator. Whether you're buying a home, whether you're refinancing a home, or whether you're trying to figure out the affordability of a home. I think these tools are amazing. And again, this keeps you in the local atmosphere instead of being pulled by these national companies where your money is just going to California or Detroit, like I said earlier. And we're at an amazing point. I've only grown from doing good work. And I think folks, when they're thinking about getting a mortgage loan, they want to know, is this the right person I should be dealing with? I think that's the question that we all ask. And again, that's why I do this radio show every week, because I want to keep you in tune with what's going on in our industry. And it's really just an exciting time. 2017 is going to be a great year. And, we talked just a couple weeks ago about New Year's resolutions. Someone out there right now is about to get out of their car and go back into work, or they're maybe going out to lunch for the first time. And, you made a New Year's resolution. Let's face it. You made a New Year's resolution. And one of those resolutions, you might have made several. And one of them might have been about saving money, might have been about saving a specific amount of money by the end of the year. And then there's other little things like lose weight and things like that. But I would just ask you to consider, if you don't already own a home, consider calling Home Rate Mortgage first and getting pre-qualified. Find out exactly what that budget is telling you to do. How much home should you afford? And you know, it's interesting because one of the things we get from our clients a lot is on our Google reviews, and we are #1 in Tennessee, folks. Home Rate Mortgage is #1 in Google reviews in the state of Tennessee. So we're not only a local mortgage company in Tennessee, started in Tennessee, so a Tennessee mortgage company, but we're also the #1 mortgage company in Tennessee for Google reviews. And I think I looked at it last night, 4.8 or 4.9 is our Google ranking. I love every negative thing I get back because I definitely jump right in. But hundreds of people are satisfied each and every day at Home Rate Mortgage. And that's another reason why we've grown so much. So also, this show is brought to you by Sabrina Realty. And if you're looking for a home or looking to list your home, I can tell you right now that I've closed several deals with Sabrina already in the first 5 business days of this month. And it's very exciting to see her success and my success. And it's all based on our success for our clients. So go to sabrinarealty.com right now and just know that you're talking to one of the best agents around. She was Realtor of the Year in 2012. And those awards don't get out easy, but I can tell you it's because of her engagement, not only in the real estate field, not only in GCAR, which is their governing body over the local real estate market, but it's also because of her passion and because of her success in helping clients. And you know, it goes a long way when you achieve such a result like that. Think about this, folks. 1,500 agents in the Chattanooga market, and Sabrina was Real Estate Agent of the Year. Do the math. It's not hard to you know, if I was in your shoes right now and I needed to buy a house, I didn't know a mortgage company, I didn't know a realtor, I would hear this and be like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. I get it now. I know why Sabrina does so well. I think I need to call her. And, you know, frankly, we work with a lot of good agents, but there's a lot of agents out there that are a lot of agents that work part-time and a lot of agents that are only after getting a sale. They're not interested in truly making your success special for you. And, you know, sometimes you got to talk about the negative. And I think it's just really important for listeners and prospective clients to know that they're, you know, it's not like life's a bowl of cherries. I think we all know that at this point. But I'll tell you what life is. It's about choices, and it's about good choices. And at the very beginning of the show, I told you, I said, we got a busy day today, but you know, somebody made a New Year's resolution. And what's your choice today? Are you still going after that New Year's resolution? Do you still believe in yourself? Do you even know what your New Year's resolution is? And that's the questions. And these are the reasons why we're successful, because we stay on task, we stay on target, and we write our goals down, we share them with others, they hold us accountable, and we know what we want. And we go out there and get it every year. Home Rate Mortgage grew almost 100% from 2015 to 2016. And again, I'm just super grateful of that. And it's because of the people that are listening right now that made that happen. You know, the last few weeks, we had a lot of special guests on. And, you know, I know we want to talk about Alabama getting beat last night, especially for all these Tennessee folks, a lot of folks that wanted to see them get beat. I know they're happy today. But also, you know, for Clemson's sake, goodness gracious, what a great comeback. That was amazing. So we might get into that a little bit today, because that all that kind of stuff impacts the local markets. And then, of course, we've got a, you know, Jeff Sessions trying to become the Attorney General today. And that's obviously big news that is worthy of coming in the show, because things like that, the you know, society judges how their outlook is for the year based on their confidence in our country. And confidence helps drive this economy. And that's why we're so excited about good change and positive changes and things that help us grow. So, so today we have a special guest, and, you know, we have a special guest every week, from politicians to various business owners and business salespeople that are trying to get the message out. And, today I have someone that's helped me in the past, Steve Frazee, Steve from Novacopy.
Appreciate it. I'm glad you had me.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, first and foremost, the copy business impacts every local business to all degrees. Would you agree?
Absolutely. You hear in my business, I am the sales manager at Novacopy, and you hear all the time that we're going paperless. Everybody wants to go paperless, but the more that's talked about, it seems like the more people still need copiers, and that's what we do, and we do it well.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, because the paperless thing, as a business, you want to be ahead with technology, and technology is an integral part of efficiencies that lead to better sales, better closings, for me anyway. And from a paperless standpoint, our mortgage company went paperless, quote unquote paperless, in 2016 mid-year, and our turnaround time on our deals went from X to 5 days less overall for the second half of the year. And I was amazed at what that technology, we spent about 25 grand on these technologies that helped us go paperless. But what's so funny is we still use a lot of paper. People bring in documents that needs to get copied.
You can't avoid it.
You can't fully avoid it.
No. And when you talk about going paperless, and you said your company's doing that very thing, the reason you're going paperless is you're doing more scanning. People are still faxing. Our multifunction machines do it all. You're still going to be making copies, but scanning is a big thing. Everybody's doing it. We're authorized Konica Minolta and Canon dealers, and we sell the best product, and our equipment is phenomenal.
Now let's stop right there. You say authorized, and I think there's a lot of printer companies or copy companies, whatever. What is the industry really called? Is it printing, copying services? The industry, so to speak.
We're document solutions is what we're dealing with.
Right. So when we think about how you can just go to some mom and pop shop and get a printer from them, or a copier or scanner, and all of those solutions, that document solutions that you're talking about, why is authorized so important?
Well, as far as authorized, we are direct from the manufacturer, and it goes back to service too. I got to point that out, because that's an integral part with Novacopy. Quite honestly, I work at Novacopy because of the service. It's second to none. You can buy a copier, you can buy a scanner, you can buy anything from anybody, but what you have after that is service after the sale, and that's what we do exceptionally well. And we keep our customers because our service is second to none.
That's awesome. Now, how many offices are there in at Novacopy?
We currently have 9 locations throughout Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi. We have one in Dallas, Texas, believe it or not.
So pretty much the Southeast, but growing.
Yes.
So how many employees does Novacopy have?
Oh my goodness, we have 350 plus, I believe.
Wow, that's amazing. We have about, with our companies all combined here in the Southeast, we have almost right at 100. And I consider it pretty massive. And, it's like 350 just makes me starry-eyed.
Yeah. Yeah. And our owner has big goals. He's looking to have 20 locations by 2020. And that's something we're shooting for.
How many locations was that?
We're looking to have 20 locations by 2020.
Okay. So he's wanting to double in 3 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's fair. That's a pretty big goal, but very achievable.
He achieves his goals.
All right. So, obviously I brought you on as a guest today, and, the neat thing about it is, and this is the one thing I'd like to tie in real quick. We got real estate and we got mortgage loans, and we talk all the time to our prospective clients and then to the listeners of these shows. And we remind them how it's important to work with a good company. And, when you're trying to figure out who's a good company or not, I've been in companies where they have one printer and they have like 30, 40 employees. And when it goes down, it's game over. They're just done. 30 or 40 people just kind of inefficient for the rest of the day. What does that mean to you? Is that just businesses trying to save money?
Well, yes and no. Once again, it goes back to service after the sale. I can sit here and talk about Novacopy all day long, and that's what I'd like to do. But turnaround and response time with our service is very, very important. Industry standards of 4-hour response time. Ours is about 2.6 hours. We have incentives for our technicians to hit that goal. So we want to make sure that your business is up and running all the time. And we're out to make sure that you're effective and you're efficient in your business.
Okay. Well, that's great. So you guys have about 30% faster response time than most people in your industry. You're big enough for people to be able to count on you. And you guys are authorized dealers to some of the best equipment. I've got the Konica Minolta. I've got 3 of them in my office, and they're big daddy machines, strong machines, but really cheaper than. I think people are scared to look into things. You know that old saying, "Nothing ventured, nothing gained." Right.
Right.
There's probably someone listening right now that, maybe getting back to their office or something and about to get out of the car. I would challenge you to take a look at the printer services at Novacopy. It's much cheaper than you think. And so just real quick, let's go ahead and get some contact information out for that person that's about to get out of their car.
Well,
how do they get a hold of you? Get a free quote.
Ideally, the best way to reach us is calling us. My local number is 423-779-1402. That'll reach me directly.
Go ahead and say that number one more time.
It's 423-779-1402. And that will reach me directly.
Okay, and that's Steve Frazee. He's with Novacopy. He's a sales rep, but he's also the sales manager.
Correct.
So he runs the show, and they're doing outstanding things. Just like you said, they're growing to 20 shops here in the Southeast, and now their headquarters is in Nashville, right? So it's just it's a Tennessee company.
Yes, sir.
And that's pretty exciting that a Tennessee company is growing in the printing, copying services business, and I guess we should say dock storage business.
Yeah.
So if you want to reach Steve today and get a free quote, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And I want to tie that back over to this. You can reach him at, again, that's 779-1402. So Steve is available to set that up. Maybe you have a question about stuff. Maybe you have a question. Maybe your first question is, why should I potentially switch to you over whoever I've been working with for the last 7 or 8 years? And by saying this, we've got, in the last couple of weeks, one of the things we share with y'all is pending sales are up 12%. From the same month last year. The inventory is down 21%. These are significant momentum type numbers in the real estate market. We talked about the median sales price. It's jumping up to 182 now from 169 earlier, and the total days on market has gone down 15%. Folks, businesses in the real estate and financial world are growing right now, and frankly, the home market is one of the good indicators on how the economy is going to do over the next year or two. And I can just tell you right now, what that means is there's also title companies that are growing. There's also appraisers that are growing. There's also home inspectors that are growing. So that's just stuff that relates to my market. And then credit bureau people and lawyers, attorneys, and homeowners insurance agents. All these businesses are growing, and you need good document solutions. I can tell you right now that Steve's a personal friend of mine, and he's worth getting to know because he can help your business grow. And Steve, go ahead and give him your contact information one more time.
My name is Steve Frazee. The easiest way to contact me is 779-1402. The main number of our office is 779-1400. Call us anytime. We're so much more than just copiers. That's what people think of when they talk about the copier companies, but we have systems engineers that deal with software, document storage, retrieval, archiving. We do all that. We have a great systems engineer that can come out and talk to you about all your software needs. We are the leader in 3D printing, which is the upcoming, the big thing right now. We handle all that. We have 3D printers all over the place.
Hold on a second. You do 3D printing?
We do 3D printing.
Okay. So you've actually seen this happen.
Oh yeah.
So what kind of item or what kind of thing did they print off?
Well, they can print anything off. Right now, I've got some smaller 3D printers at schools. They got them in their science labs, and they're giving kids opportunities to play on these 3D printers and experiment. Software that comes along with that gives these kids a great advantage getting out of high school and going into the workforce where they've got a big edge on people.
That's absolutely amazing. 3D printing, I guess, is going to be part of the future.
Oh yeah, already is.
And you guys are already stepping up front.
Yeah, I mean, there's the need for 3D printing is just outrageous.
Okay. Give me some examples of some places that are using 3D printing for what? I know I saw something where China is building a home 3D.
Yeah.
So what else? So everything, I mean,
you can do anything. They've had 3D printers for the space department, so they can actually 3D print parts that aren't available for them. A big deal are neurosurgeons and cardiologists will take 3D scans of people's brains or their hearts, and they'll 3D print an exact duplicate of what they're going to be working on, so they have a heads up and get a physical idea of what they're doing before they go and operate. It's pretty cool technology. Prosthetics. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That's really amazing. Tell me, what's your, give me an example of a client, not specific, you don't have to give a name, but tell me about what their needs were and why they switched over to NovaCopy. I want to get I've always been kind of that storyline guy, like, hey, this is what I did. Like yesterday we talked about a youth pastor that just bought a home with us, and he's a young youth pastor, but obviously does really well. It's a $280,000 home and first-time home buyer in a premier area of Chattanooga, and getting him in for 3% down with no mortgage insurance. And he's so excited, and his family. These stories, there's somebody listening out there that might be like, she might be a nurse and she might be at lunch and she heard about that, youth pastor yesterday, and it's like, I want to get more involved. I want to buy a house too. And that story inspires them. Give me a story about a recent transaction that you made where you overcame some tough things.
Well, we're always overcoming obstacles. That's what sales is all about. You're
Amen. Constantly
overcoming obstacles. But I think the thing that sets us apart from everybody else is, once again, I can't reiterate it enough on service, but we're trustworthy. We're not just some company. When we go and sit down and talk with people, they know we're real. They know we're sincere. They know we're the authorities, and we know what we're talking about. You build people's trust, and that goes a long way in this day and age. People are always looking to save money, but they want to spend their money with people they know they can trust.
Yeah, that trust is such a big word, because if you've heard the phrase, one bad apple can spoil the bunch. And I think that our work in life is a reflection of who we are. And so, you have to have that 95% score in customer service. And, I think we all try to chase that, but I think it's really neat that y'all are focused on that, because that's a big determining factor in your success typically. So,
yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being on the show. We got to go to a commercial break and pay the bills. But again, Steve Frazee, NovaCopy.
Can I plug one more thing?
Yeah, please. You got a couple seconds.
I want to plug Ben Phillips at Home Rate Mortgage. The reason we are friends is because I walked in the door and got him to refinance me. We became friends because of it.
We'll be back.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Hi, I'm Sabrina with Sabrina Realty Associates. Now is a great time to sell your home. In our area, inventory is at an all-time low, which translates into higher sales prices. Call us today at 423-499-7780 to set up a free consultation and discuss our unique and aggressive marketing programs. We will provide you with a free market analysis to determine the right value of your home. Call us today at 423-499-7780 or visit our website at sabrinarealty.com.
Listen up, y'all. Ben Phillips, Home Rate Mortgage, 805-9100. I'm in the business of saving people money. And if you want to save money, pick that cell phone up right now. 805-9100. I received a call that I won't forget. The guy is a Chattanooga police officer who served our great country in the Air Force. A true American hero. Our hero is renting, which costs too much for a space too small. We helped him achieve the American dream. And the best part is this: $180,000 home with zero down. His payment is $200 less than what his rent was. And now he has a safe place with more space to raise his family. It's easy, and you can do it too. It just takes 10 minutes and one phone call. 805-9100.
Turn a house into a home in the USA.
How about we change that to built in the USA? For over 21 years, Affordable Computers has been building computers right here in the good old USA, in Chattanooga, using the highest quality parts and components in every new computer they build. Tell us the exact system you need, we'll build it to your specifications. Or you can choose from a wide selection of our PCs and laptops, starting at under $200. All Affordable Computers are upgradable, guaranteed. Affordable Computers services their computers in store, typically within 1 to 3 days. And when you call, they answer the phone. You get support within minutes that you can understand. Affordable Computers of Chattanooga. And service and support extends for the life of the computer, not just for the warranty of the PC. So there's no reason to shop anywhere else. Call Affordable Computers now on Highway 58 Chattanooga, 423-499-1975. That's 423-499-1975.
Or visit our Fort O store, 706-858-5888.
We're at the Cantina at Amigos Mexican Restaurant. Yes, ma'am. 2 orders of nachos with beef and beans and 2 beers. Chattanooga loves its Amigos restaurants, but the Amigos in Hickson has something extra. NCAA, the week's big game. How about a house wine? Really good. Big name beers. Just tell Maria what you want. And here at Amigos, margaritas are popular. And it's only $3 a day. If you come here on a game day, Saturday, a Natty Light is only $2.25. Here at Amigos, just during NCAA, Natty Light, $2.25. Amigos Mexican Restaurant in Hickson. The happy hour is 3 to 9 today and every day. I'd say the atmosphere is festive. Look at that huge TV. It's like being amid the fans under a bright sun, but without all the heat. Stay cool. Quench your thirst. Amigos, between the Staples and Hobby Lobby. Take the table next to mine and enjoy the great NCAA game with friend or family here at the Cantina at Amigos Mexican Restaurant. Okay, it's starting.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Expect mostly cloudy, breezy, and milder weather out there through your afternoon highs 50 to 53. Tonight, showers will roll in from the west and northwest, lows holding into the upper 40s. Now for your Wednesday, morning showers diminishing for the afternoon, highs 60 to 63, and mid and upper 60s on Thursday. Get ready for the next blast of cold weather with Dodge City Ski Shop, featuring the largest selection of cold weather clothing around. From head to toe, they have it all at Dodge City, East Brainerd Road, Chattanooga. And I'm Swarteen 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr.
On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
All right. Thanks for helping us pay the bills and staying on while we I just heard an Amigos commercial, and I'm like, ready to go eat some Mexican, right?
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. Hey, folks, one little thing I missed in the first part of the show that I really needed to get out there. If you want to get that mortgage center from Home Rate Mortgage, it's a free mortgage center. It helps you stay connected. Live rates. You got a pre-qual button. You've got a referral button, and you got the mortgage calculator, the best mortgage calculator ever. There's no mortgage calculator that you ever need again. Just do this. I want you to text the word home, H-O-M-E. That's text the word H-O-M-E, home, to 797979. Okay, that's text home, the word home, to 797979. That's 79 3 times. So 797979. I think we get the point, right?
Absolutely.
All right. The mortgage app is incredible. I know you're going to love it. We've had a lot of success with it. And now you can download it just by texting home to 797979. Now, just to keep everybody updated, in the last few weeks, we've had a lot of awesome folks on here. We've had a title company that told us a lot about how they've grown. They're a Tennessee company out of Nashville, and they're growing. And we love to have title companies on. So if you're a title company out there, keep us in mind. Also, I want to let you know that, we had Larry Groen on. He's running for mayor. And I think that he had a lot of good things to say. And, of course, he had a lot of things that he was, passionate about on why he should be the next mayor for us here in Chattanooga in 2017. That's exciting because, to come on to these local shows live, I think it takes a lot of, confidence in yourself. to just come out here and be live on the air. These aren't recorded shows, folks. This is the real deal. And we're just thankful to have him on. Now the question is, come on and respond to Larry's challenges. All right. We also had a home inspector on, and the home inspector is Malcolm Elrod. He did a great job talking about his business and giving us some good feedback about what you can look for on a home inspection and why it's important. And of course, I've got a lot of home inspectors here in Chattanooga. John Mars, fantastic as well. And we want to help the community get what they need when it comes to mortgages and home loans. Just witnessed a protest going on at the Senate Judiciary Committee hearing on the nomination of Senate Jeff Sessions. Pretty interesting news, pretty exciting stuff, because obviously there was a big takedown involved, and I like to watch the UFC on the weekends, so it was pretty cool. You guys might want to check that out, and we'll put some links on our Facebook page. All right, I told you to download our app. Just text the word home to 797979, and one good reason to do it is because it has a mortgage center, and you have live rates from Home Rate Mortgage for conventional loans on all types of terms. But most of all, you have the ability to look at affordability on a home. You have the ability to look at what the payment would be on a home using my live rate center. You can literally calculate the payment based on the live rate center. And that's something that no mortgage company has thought of. But guess what? A guy from Chattanooga, Tennessee thought of it, and it's live for your pleasure and for your needs. Also, a refinance calculator. I think that's great too. So we've got another special guest coming on, but let's wrap up. I wanted to finish up with Steve Frazee from NovaCopy. And by the way, you can reach him at 779-1402. That's 423-779-1402. Man, so much to talk about, Steve. We were talking about earlier when we got offline about some of your clients, because I think it's important for people to kind of get an understanding of who you got. But give us another client example that you have.
Well, one of my good friends and clients is Capital Motors. There's a lot of dealerships over there on that section. Everything from their detail shop to used cars, new cars, Lexus dealership. They're one of our larger clients. Jim Taylor over there is a great guy. We have Southern Adventist University, who's been a longtime client of ours. Russ Orson out there does a great job. I love dealing with those people. They're really good to deal with.
That's awesome. And now, don't you also work with a university, a local university?
Well, that is Southern Adventist University.
I'm sorry, Southern Adventist University.
Absolutely.
You finished up with the car thing, and that's such a huge client.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
How many? I mean, I guess we really can't say, but it's neat that you can service such big clients. Why can you do that?
Well, we take care of our clients, and we're one of the largest Konica Minolta dealers in the Southeast United States. We're able to handle them. Our tech support is fabulous. They're a very intelligent group of people out there, and they're fun to work with. So we're able to handle them in a great way.
I mean, that is really awesome. So, look, I'm a small client, and I can tell you, if he can service the big clients, he can also service the small clients. It does not matter. Steve can help you out.
There's no such thing as an unimportant client to me, whether it's a one printer deal or whether it's somebody like Southern Adventist or Capital who's got multiple machines. They're just as important to me as the big guys. So anybody and everybody is important to me, and I take care of them all the same.
Well, you've taken care of me, Steve, and I appreciate the friendship. And keep in mind, folks, I met Steve because of the mortgage process. That's how we met. And it's neat that, you can't ever count anybody out in life. But, this guy just called me because he has been hearing my ads for years. And I think that's how I remember it. He's just like, man, I'm sick of hearing this guy. I got to call him. And sure enough, we helped you and closed you pretty quick too, didn't we?
Absolutely. It was smooth transaction. Everything went really well. He's got good people over there to work with, but that's exactly how I found you. It was just heard you every single morning, 3 or 4 times on my drive to work, and I had to find out what that was all about.
That's really awesome. Well, I appreciate the good feedback, and I know that you guys at NovaCopy, and especially even your technicians talking the numbers. I'm a tough cookie. I like to talk about some very specific things because I like to forward think and think about obstacles. But I'm very thankful for the way y'all have handled my case. I definitely have top-notch service, and I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on the show today is because I my goal, having a radio show, it's about getting good information out to the public so that they can make good decisions. And, a lot of us end up making poor decisions because of the lack of information, Steve. And so, I get customers all the time that say, well, I'm sorry, but I can't apply with you. I don't want a mortgage loan from you because I've already had my credit pulled. It's just things like that. And what's amazing is that's why FICO was created. It was created so that the public can use it. And it doesn't even hurt your score to pull it multiple times for the same product over the course of 30 days. And it just amazes me the lack of information in life. And we all think that Google's got all the right answers. And at the end of the day, it's just a sales pitch.
It's more obstacles that we have to get over when people come to us.
Yeah. So if you're hearing that I'm recommending Steve, there's a reason for it. Nova Copy's done a great job. They have 350 people with their business. They support their turnaround time. Going out there is 2.5 hours roughly.
Yeah.
And that's better than the industry by 30%. He's got clients ranging from mom and pop shops all the way to Southern Adventist to Capital Motors. So, folks, reach Steve today. Any final words?
No, I appreciate you having me on very much. It gives me an opportunity and a platform to talk about what's passionate to me and the business I do. And you keep up the good work. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate it. Here's the handshake, and God bless you. And I hope you have an awesome, successful day. I want you to make 3 sales today. Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Got it.
And hey, if anybody calls you off the radio show, I want you to call me. Let me know.
Referral fee. There we go.
Oh yeah. Right. We don't do that. Well, hey, thanks so much, guys. And we appreciate you being on.
Thank you so much.
All right. So we got more stuff coming here. I am Ben over at Home Rate Mortgage, and we've got a caller. How about that? Give me 1 second. All right, caller, who is this? Caller, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah. Are you there, caller? Can you hear me? All right.
Hello?
Yeah, it looks like that caller has to get disconnected because they can't hear me for some reason. So we'll work on that here in just a minute. But hey, let's go over some more stats. Remember last week we talked about selling prices, and we also talked about using the right agent. Frankly, there's only about 100 agents that you really should be using in Chattanooga, and the best is Sabrina Realty. Hold on, here we go. We're going to take another caller here. Can I hear you?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, caller. What can I do for you? Is this Scott?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Yeah, just call us next week. All right. Looks like that caller was having technical difficulties, and come to find out that was my brother, Scott Phillips. And Scott Phillips has been working with me in the mortgage industry for several years now. I've been in the industry for literally 15, almost 16 years now. And you can get your family involved. But to think how Scott's success has grown, it's absolutely amazing. Scott started off as a lock desk for me. And that was a person that was in charge of making sure that everybody's loans were locked on time. And that's really important. The client wants to make sure they're locked. And he did a good job with that. And then he started being hey, we got another caller. It's a different one. Hold on 1 second. Are you on, caller? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, so we got Scott Phillips on the line, like I was just telling everybody about. And Scott, tell everybody how you got into the mortgage industry.
Well, it's kind of a funny story. I was kind of, I got married, I had a couple kids, and I realized I needed to step up my game a little bit and support my family a little better from what I was doing. So I decided to try something new, and my brother really pushed me to kind of do what he was doing. So I just kind of took a leap, and it's been a great, awesome experience. I started, and it's a passion. I love what I do, and it's just satisfying when we can help people buy homes, refinance, whatever it may be. But it was kind of a funky start, totally random.
That's awesome. Now tell everybody what you did prior to the mortgage business. What did you do before mortgage loans? Okay, looks like we've lost.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, we're here, Scott. Hey, tell everybody what you did prior to the mortgage business.
Prior to the mortgage business, I was actually a personal trainer. And I went to school for that. I went to school for fitness and for overall health and everything. And it was a passion and still is a big passion of mine. But I realized trying to become as successfully as I want financially with that, it's unless I was going to coach or be a trainer at a big college team, there really wasn't a lot that I could do to grow as far as my life goes and buy a home. I needed to just do something different, and so I chose financing in the mortgage business.
That's awesome. And now you're a successful mortgage broker, and one of the reasons why you're successful is because you're part of a successful team and you work hard every day and you're accounted for. And I can tell you right now, Scott's he's a born and raised Tennessee boy, and he met his girl here in Tennessee, and now he's got a couple kids, and I'm a proud uncle of those kids.
Yeah.
And it's just neat to work with your family. You can count on your family when you're in business because that they're going to be like you, that you're going to take care of business. Let's talk about FHA loans for a minute. I know there's some exciting news. You do a lot of FHA loans. You do all kinds of loans, but one of the loans out there that's really helpful to a lot of clients is the FHA loan. And didn't they just lower the MIP premiums on FHA?
They did. They just lowered them, I think, a quarter. So they went from 1.75 to 1.5, which also helps. And they also increased the total loan limit. It was around 271. Now they've increased it to about 275 in most of the counties.
So hold on a second. So basically what you're telling me is if I'm looking to buy a house, and let's say and we work with all kinds of credit folks, but let's say I have a 620 credit score, I can still buy a $290,000 home and put 3.5% down, and I've got me an FHA loan, don't I?
Exactly.
What's the interest rate on FHA loan? What's the interest rate roughly on FHA loan 30-year?
Right now, I'd probably say you're looking at around a 3.625. I mean, they're still low. They're not obviously. They've changed a little bit, but everything changes. So there's still opportunity for everybody, especially those people renting, paying thousands of dollars a month and not getting anywhere in life.
Wow, that's really amazing. So just to kind of walk y'all through a typical mortgage calculator calculation, you could buy a home for $290,000, and you could do that on 30 years, and you could do an interest rate of 3.625 all day long today, and your payment would be $1,322 a month. That's $1,322 a month. Isn't that crazy, Scott?
Yeah, and what's funny is a lot of my clients I talk to, they're paying that down here in Chattanooga at an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment.
Precisely.
It's
wow.
just ridiculous.
Well said. And what's so neat about this, folks, is that people are literally making landlords rich, and you could literally be having a home paid off in 30 years and never have a mortgage payment again. And I think Scott's the perfect example of a guy that came up, got successful real quick in the mortgage business. You bought a home last year for, how much did you pay for that home? Your first home ever?
I paid $128 for it.
Paid $128,000 for a home. And how much did you have to put down on that loan?
3.5%.
3.5% when FHA. And folks, we have 0% programs right now. So what an exciting time that is. But here's the neat thing, and this is why you should consider buying a house this year today. Scott, tell everybody that isn't that house worth about $25,000 more now?
Yeah, I actually just had an appraisal. And it appraised at $160.
So,
and I haven't done that much to it, but there's been the houses are booming. The market, I live in Cleveland. There's been a lot of stuff selling for more than people are buying it for. It's a great market right now.
And we're seeing that every day, folks. I mean, people are buying homes and instantly getting a lot of equity in it. You can get a home for not much money down. And for the people that are, have like a 750 credit score and that have plenty of down payment, I'm telling you, we've got a special home rate preferred pricing program. We will not be beaten. It's the home rate mortgage interest rate guarantee. We have the lowest interest rate, period, hands down. Again, we did $250 million mortgage loans last year in all of our assets, and there's no one out there that can beat our deal. So all you have to do is experience that by making a phone call. And just like Scott Phillips getting successful in the mortgage business, He wants to earn your business too. And you can call him right now today. And that's at 423-805-9100. That's 423-805-9100. And just ask for Scott. Scott, do you have any parting words about business, about somebody thinking about buying a home?
You know, I mean, the main thing is, you know, a lot of people think, the problem is people think they can't buy a home, but the biggest thing they fail to do is actually try to see where they can get people paying rent. If you can afford $1,200 a month in rent, then there's probably a way we can get you to afford this house. You don't have to have perfect credit, but we can look at your situation and try to get you, if you're not ready now, take the step to get ready.
That's a great statement, Scott. I am so impressed. So what he's virtually saying is $1,200 a month right now for rent, you could be paying for a $150,000 home and have about a $400 lower payment. What he's basically saying is if you're renting, you are throwing your money away and you are missing out on one of the greatest opportunities of all time. There is a lot of feedback right now. There's a lot of data. All the market indicators point to at least a 3 to 5 year boom in the mortgage market. And Chattanooga got an additional layer of boom, right, Scott? We've got 3,000 jobs I'm hearing that's going to be added from Volkswagen. This is insane. Yep. Do you know what 3,000 additional jobs does? I mean, there are going to be 3,000 more people additional on top of the 10,000 we're already expecting. So we're going to have about 13,000 people buying homes in 2017. Folks, there is going to be a real estate boom on the values. And I'm telling you, you've got to get a part of it today. You know, we just got a few minutes left, Scott, but you know, I just got to say, I am, you know, one of the reasons I was nervous several years ago about you becoming a salesperson after working for me for a couple years. So now you got 5 years of experience. One of my biggest concerns was that you were not aggressive. You know, you weren't overly an aggressive person, even though you're aggressive in the workout room. And, but it's funny how I was wrong. I was wrong about that because when it comes to the client's position, they don't want somebody that's trying to sell them hardcore. They want the information. They want to make their own decision. And I think that's what's really cool about the loan officers that work at Home Rate Mortgage, just like Scott here, is that he helps you understand the ins and outs of your questions. And then he gives you that doctor-like feeling because he can tell you things like, hey, based on what I'm hearing from you, have you considered this? And then they might say, well, I don't know what that is. And I think that's one of your biggest attributes is that you're an advisor, you're a consultant to these people, and you come off very, very genuine because you are.
Right. A real quick prime example was I had a client, she was buying a house and she was putting down like 60 or something %. And, you know, I asked her why, you know, what's the reason? Do you want this payment? Do you want a certain rate? And she's like, well, you know, I figured the more I could put down, the better rate I could get. And I said, well, let's look at it like this. Why don't we save you about 15,000 down? You still get the same rate. Put 15,000 back in your pocket and you can do a couple things. You talked about this home was great, but there's a couple things you'd like to improve. Instead of emptying your wallet, let's save you about 15 grand. Your payment will be another maybe $30 a month. And now you've got $15,000 in your pocket and now you can do what you want with the home.
See, and I think
that's just a prime example of there's always an opportunity for everybody.
It really is, Scott, because I think that most people are scared to ask the tough questions because they're scared to be the doctor. The customer said they want to put 60 down. Boom. Okay. And then you move on. But Scott is more of he wants to know what and why. He's going to ask the right questions and really help you achieve your dreams because there's things that you haven't thought of. We do this every single day of the week. We work 10-hour days mostly, right, Scott?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And we work hard, but we also play hard. We enjoy our time off. We have a lot of get-togethers. We do a lot of family things. And, you know, I just got to say one final thing. Scott, you're an awesome part of our team and just integral part of our team. You're the glue that makes things happen. We're so blessed to have you. And I'm, as a brother, I can't say how proud I am of everything that you've accomplished. You're a six-figure guy because of all of the people you help every month. This kid, he literally helps 20 clients a month, folks. And it's just such an honor to call him my brother. So, Scott, I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate it, definitely. I'm definitely blessed, and I'm glad I'm where I'm at right now. And, Home Rate, we have an awesome team and awesome management, so I wouldn't be here in my position probably if I was at somewhere else,
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks so much, Scott. Keep up the good work.
Have a good day, guys.
We'll talk to
Definitely.
you soon.
Yep. Take care.
All right. So listen, folks, we've talked a lot of good things. We've had some good guests on. We had Nova Copy on today. We had my brother Scott Phillips at the mortgage business. You can tell his passion and his genuineness and his desire to help people achieve the American dream. And what a great thing for me. I'm Ben Phillips, and I get to work with family that I really love working with each and every day. And that's a really special thing. For your home needs, we talked to you about the mortgage app we have today. You might be driving down the road listening for the first time. Text HOME to 797979. That's 79 3 times. That's text the word HOME to 797979, and you'll have our mortgage app center, which basically gives you an awesome mortgage calculator that's local. It gives you live rates that's local. And what a great show today. Folks, it's the world is yours. Your goals are yours. You got to start by writing them down. I'm here to make you more successful in everything. I'm Ben Phillips with Home Rate Mortgage, and this is the Ben and Sabrina Real Estate Hour. We're so thankful that you've been with us today, and I couldn't be more thankful for what I do every day. It's just a joy to get to come to work and come to get to do a radio show. So I'll see you next week at 11 a.m. We start our show, and you can also watch us on YouTube and Facebook Live. Thanks so much, folks. If you have any questions, put it on Facebook. Thanks.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
What? Oh no, I can't believe my phone screen is cracked. I cracked it. I can't believe my screen is cracked. I need my phone.
Whoa. Slow down, wild man. We've got an easy solution. Cell Surgeon in Ottawa. Your cell phone repair doctor is on the job. Cell Surgeon in Ottawa. Check out our